Okay.
Hello everybody, I'm Daniel Montiglio from Foreigner BG, and we are again in our section Expat Stories with our friend Gareth. How are you, Gareth?
I'm very good, thank you. Nice to be here, Daniel.
Thank you for coming. Hope you're gonna tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
Yeah, okay, so obviously Daniel said my name is Gareth Gradwell, and I'm a chef. I work many years on the cruise ships. I've been actually in kitchens now for more than 22 years, I think.
Wow.
So it's a long time. Yes, my partner is Bulgarian. We have a 5-year-old daughter, and that's why I now live here in Bulgaria.
Since when you have been living in Bulgaria?
Constantly now for just under 2 years. I've been living here, but I've been coming on and off, as I said, like I was working on the cruise ships with my partner. So I've been coming on and off for around 8-9 years now.
8-9 years.
But constantly living for 2 years.
In which city have you lived here?
The best city, Varna, of course.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about your country. You come from UK?
I come from UK, yes. Manchester in the UK. Yeah, I mean, this kind of country is one of the most developed countries in the world, but also this can be a bad problem as well. I mean, things that I like about the country would be, I mean, football.
Yeah.
Football comes from there. Being a chef, I like our food. We've got a bad reputation for food in the UK, but I think that people don't really know. They think just fish and chips, but we're not just fish and chips.
For sure, no.
We have a lot of other different kinds of foods. I mean, we have a lot of fish dishes as well. We're an island, so we have a lot of fish dishes, not just fish and chips. We have pies, stews. We have this home cooked food as well. I mean, people don't know that they were to really go to a nice, a good pub grub kind of place. You would really get to taste the real British food.
You know? Have you worked in a restaurant in Bulgaria?
Not yet, no. I stopped with the cruise ships at the end of last year, obviously, with the issue with this pandemic and everything. But I think it is time that I would start to find somewhere here in Bulgaria, because I love the food also here in Bulgaria. So let's learn from some chefs.
Which is your favorite Bulgarian dish?
My favorite Bulgarian dish, I'm a big meat fan. I absolutely love meat. So I love Bulgarian grill, but this is quite Balkan also, you know.
Yeah.
So I would, if I had to pick one dish, I would say Kavama. Kavama. So you've got everything inside with this cabbage, and you just put it in the oven for 3-4 hours. Perfect.
All right, I will try that. The other day, Gareth, for the ones that don't know, Gareth have a YouTube channel, and he tells a lot of things about Bulgaria, different places, and I invite you to have a look on that and subscribe if you like it. But you make a video about a Kavama.
Yeah. I did it because I did it for, this actually was filmed on my birthday, December the 17th.
All
We
right.
had some friends around, so I was cooking for them. And
Bulgarian friends?
Yes, Bulgarian friends.
They enjoyed
exactly. They loved it, yes. So
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
But I was very happy at the end of it.
Okay, you say Bulgarian friends. How is your Bulgarian?
It's okay, it's coming along. It's a very difficult language. I'm sure you know yourself.
Yes.
It's a lot more difficult than English, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to be taking lessons soon. I can read. The strange thing is that I can read.
And you understand what you read?
No. I just know the alphabet very well.
All right.
And the best thing about Bulgarian language is that you pronounce every letter. It's not like English.
No.
This is the difficult thing with the English language. The writing and reading is difficult.
Yes.
Because you have letters that have no sound, you have letters that make different sounds. But in Bulgarian, you pronounce every letter how it's meant to be pronounced. So that's why it's easier to read.
That's true. Tell me, what do you like about Bulgaria in these 9 years that you have been back and forth? What do you like here?
What do I like? I mean, simply the reason why I made my YouTube channel is to show people how beautiful the nature is. Yeah. The vast history that is here in Bulgaria. And yeah, the food, obviously. I love the food here.
If you have to say about difference between the UK and Bulgaria, what is the most shocking things that
The most
you have some
shocking-
cultural shocks?
Yeah, I've had a couple. One of the main ones would be is we are too sometimes in England we are too polite.
Can't you be too polite?
I don't know. I think we say please too much sometimes. Or, I mean, thank you is a must, is a given. You must always say thank you. But we're constantly please, sir, this, that. And you don't have that in Bulgaria so much. It's very sharp, very hard. And this can be a bit of a shock at first. But then when you realise this is just how the people are and they're not being arrogant, they're not being, then you understand that actually they are nice people. So
Yeah, they're more direct than
they're more direct. This is the best way to put it. They're more direct.
Yeah. Can you tell us an experience that you would like to share with the Foreigners BG Auditoria about something that happened in Bulgaria?
One thing has been a great experience for me would be because being in England,
Yes.
you're not, everything is done for you, or you know you need to fix something, you call somebody, and having a Bulgarian partner, it's expected that the man is the one that has to fix the things.
Yeah.
You don't call somebody up to come and fix this, fix that. And an experience that I've had is that I have to learn now these things.
I don't fall in that game, you know. I don't fall in that game, man. That is what I. But I understand what you say about that. Expecting.
This expectation that so now
you have to be a welder, you have to be a painter, you have to be a plumber.
Yes,
everything.
exactly. So I've gained a lot of experience on how to do my own odd jobs around the house. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
If you have the possibility to change something in Bulgaria, you have a magic stick,
right?
And you give just one wish, and you can choose what to change. What you will change?
I would take that magic stick, and I would make the roads better, and maybe the people to learn how to drive a little bit better. Also, I mean, we have some. A lot of people here sometimes don't know how to use a roundabout. The round.
What is the deal with the roundabout?
Yeah, I mean, they don't know which lane to be in and what they should do. I mean, you have somebody who decides I'm going to be on the outside, and they stay on the outside all the way around, but you're on this lane and you want to come off, but you cannot because they cut you up. I mean, they don't know exactly. I think they're new here, roundabouts. They've not had. I mean, in England there's thousands everywhere. So, but yeah.
And you speak English. You say you are trying to improve your Bulgarian.
Yes.
Do you know other language?
Not really. I studied Spanish a little bit.
Really?
We lived in Spain, senor. We lived in Spain for 3 years. But the thing is, we lived in a British part of Spain.
Which is the British part of Spain?
Fuengirola and Malaga. Well, not Malaga, but Marbella. Marbella and Fuengirola. So this has got a lot of British. The job that I had there was everybody spoke English. So again, this is the problem with being English to learn another language. It happens to me a lot in the shops. I speak to them in Bulgarian, and they answer me back in English because they know that I'm not Bulgarian, and then so then I reply back in Bulgarian, and they reply back in English, and I'm like, because I want to practice.
But this is good. That means they understand your Bulgarian.
This is true, yeah, because obviously they didn't say sorry or what or something. They replied back, so yeah, I must be improving my Bulgarian then.
You say you work on the ships. Tell us which country have you been? You were living in Spain?
Yes, I lived in Spain on the ships. I've done quite a lot of the Caribbean. I also work on river ships here in Europe. I've done about 80-90% of the European countries.
Always as a chef.
Always as a chef, yes. And then leisure traveling. I've traveled with my partner around Southeast Asia.
Nice.
We started in Hong Kong, moved down Vietnam, down Thailand, and we went over to Bali, a little bit of Indonesia. And then we did Central America. So we were in Mexico, We came down through Belize into Guatemala, and we had to. We actually stopped that trip a little bit early because she was pregnant with my daughter at the time, and you know, it was kind of, she wasn't eating, you know, she just didn't have an appetite for things.
Yeah.
And this started to scare me a little bit. So I said, do you want to go home? Because we was meant to go from there to Peru, going down to do Machu Picchu. I really want to see Machu Picchu. Then we was going to go over to Rio for the carnival. It was
What's a big trip?
It was big trip, yeah. But then we said, because she wasn't eating, it was only like the first couple of months of pregnancy. And we said, I said, no, let's go. She goes, right.
To Bulgaria?
Yeah, let's go back home. So I just bought the next ticket the next day. We lost money on flights, hotels. That didn't bother me, you know?
Yeah.
I booked the next flight, we go home. Next day we went. So,
to Varna?
Yes.
Brexit stuff and this and that. You know, you're from the UK, you're here. Have there been some complications for you because of that?
Actually, no. Strangely not. I was expecting a lot, and I heard a lot about the bureaucracy here in Bulgaria is difficult. But I've had it quite smooth. I've actually got another YouTube video that actually shows this, how smooth the things went when I went to renew my... It was more trickier before the actual Brexit happened.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to go for my residency card, and it was... okay, go here, go there, that. And then they only give me for 6 months. And then I went back again after 6 months, and they only give me for 1 year. And then now Brexit is done and finished, I go, and they give me for 5 years.
5 years, excellent.
This was, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's been quite smooth sailing. I don't know if this is because I've always had my partner usually there beside me to help do the translation things, and they obviously...
But you are not married with her.
No.
Like to say, you have all the rights because you are married to a Bulgarian. You just...
We'd never thought about getting married. This was never our thing, you know. So we both love each other. Obviously, we have our daughter, and it's just not for us. But yeah, so we don't have this connection. I mean, it's not the connection, but more like the rights. You said
exactly. It's the right. If you are married to a Bulgarian, you have the right to be here.
Yes.
But you're not married, and anyway, they give you 5 years.
Yes. So
police. No. Do you have a YouTube channel? Can't you tell us a little bit more about your YouTube channel, what it's all about, and how they can find you?
Yes. Okay. So I actually have a Facebook group as well called, and they're both called A Taste of Bulgaria.
That Facebook group is very interesting.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it.
I'm so happy in the past 6 months that it's been, how much it's developed, and how many people are really, they put amazing posts in there. Exactly what I was hoping for, you know, really interesting things about Bulgaria, opening the eyes to other people about culture, about the nature. And this is what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. I want to promote Bulgaria's travel and tourism, promote the better side of Bulgaria, because I know that it has no reputation or a bad reputation in the rest of Europe and the world. So I want to try to change that, because I mean, the amazing nature that is there. Bulgaria is not just about sunny beach and Bansko.
No.
And it's got so much more than that, and it needs to be promoted in my eyes. So that's why I decided to do it.
It's much more than sunny beach and Bansko. Where is your place?
Well,
your place, how is called where you bought your house now?
Yeah, Stipsko, in the village.
Stipsko. Have you ever hear about that? I've never heard about that before. 15 years living in Bulgaria, I never hear about that village.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell us about that as well. How do you take that decision?
Yeah, I mean, I want to also do a little bit about village life on my channels. I'm going to have a second channel maybe, and I will do a taste of village life. And this is amazing for me. People still growing their own things. I want to get involved as a chef. I want to grow my own things, make my own Lutenitsa, make my own pickles, you know, make my own rakia. This is the one that I'm waiting for, you know. So, and I love this about Bulgaria. The people are still doing these kinds of things. So that's why we decided, let's take a house in the village.
Yeah. I forgot about this connection between being chef and have food on the backyard.
Exactly. There's nothing better than something you've grown yourself. The taste is so much better. I mean,
so much better.
So much better. And then I think it tastes even better when it's you that's grown it to yourself, you know?
Most probably. All right, Gareth, yes. I want you to give one advice to the people that is watching here and is maybe thinking, should I go to Bulgaria? Shouldn't go? Yeah. What to do? What you will tell to them?
I think you should just take the dive, jump straight in, come to Bulgaria, whether you want to come and visit Bulgaria or you want to live here in Bulgaria. Obviously, visit Daniel's site gives you a lot of advice and things like that about living here in Bulgaria. I would just say that, like, the biggest culture shock that I had, like I said, is don't take the things at first with a pinch of salt, you know? Don't try to bring your country here. Just appreciate this country and you will love it. You will absolutely love it.
Gareth, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you enjoy this video, don't forget to share and subscribe to Foreigner BG Facebook page and YouTube channel.